When I reach the pilot's launch main entrance, I text Cho, only to see him waving at me.
Brosif!
Hey! He's in the Yozogami High School uniform. Persona 4! He grins.
That's right!
I never noticed until now, but the real Cho looks and acts very similar to Yosuke Hamanuba. That's a perfect Yosuke cosplay, man. Good stuff. His eyes widen in surprise.
Yosuke?
Yeah. He frowns.
No, not Yosuke! I'm supposed to be Yu Narakami!
I don't see it. You definitely fit the profile of a secondary character. The protagonist's best friend.
No way! I won't settle for that role!
I'm afraid it's already been decided. Because you look exactly like Yosuke in that cosplay. He looks like he's about to argue, but then sighs.
I knew I should have gotten that white wig sooner. It was still being delivered.
At least he accepts his fate.
Speaking of outfits...
He looks at me.
One does not simply dress up as Legolas. Where's your bow?
Did you forget about the weapon code for Ace? We are still on campus. Joel blinks.
Oh, right. Good call.
Two guys dressed as salt and pepper shakers enter the building.
Shall we get going?
Where are the girls?
They met up in Kaori's dorm to get ready. They'll be over soon. We can head in first.
Alright. We enter the pilot's lounge and I gape at the surroundings. There are fake cobwebs lining in corners of the ceiling and walls, and fake bats and spiders are strategically placed in nooks and crannies. The lights are dimmed, which gives the place a spookier feel. I barely even recognize the lounge. This place looks awesome. There's a decent number of people here, and I recognize most of the pilots. I assume there are also engineers and team managers here too. It's a little hard to tell who everyone is while they're in costume. And there are some pretty great costumes here. Some people went full out creative and dressed up as hilarious memes or puns, while others shilled out for fancy well-crafted costumes. But of course, the winner of the evening are all of the beautiful ladies who can only technically be considered dressed. I sigh contently. This takes me back to my first CINY costume party.
I think I'm in heaven.
Joe's eyes are wide, and his mouth hangs agape. He's staring hard at a group of girls dressed in a range of costumes, from sexy teachers to cute Japanese idol cosplays.
Whoa, there they are!
Joe points a group of girls standing near the couches. As I squint to get a better look, I realize it's the rest of our team.
Looks like they made it here before us. Come on!
Joe and I weave through the crowd and make it our way to the girls.
Hey!
Joe's demeanor changes mid-word from excited to confused.
Hey there, cuties. Hello.
Mayu smiles and waves. Joe's face is bright red, and he's having trouble making eye contact. I don't blame him. Kaori's wearing a night outfit from a currently popular fantasy anime, and in typical anime fashion, the armor is more aesthetically pleasing than functional. As a healthy heterosexual male, Yuna's switch costume makes it hard to focus on her face. Mayu is dressed in a cute magical girl cosplay. I'm impressed by the intricacies of her costume and how well it complements her. Finally, Valerie. I think the plethora of guys egling her speaks volumes about her Neko Girl outfit. Valerie spins her tail playfully.
So, what do you boys think?
What a time to be alive!
Valerie giggles.
Let's go get some drinks?
We all nod and head over to the bar. As I'm about to follow the group, someone slips their hand into mine. I glance over at a blushing Mayu, who quickly retracts her hand.
Sorry.
I smile. What's up?
I just wanted to...
She looks me up and down curiously. Mayu slips her hands back into mine and leans in closer to me. Her blush deepens and her voice softens.
I would rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone. I choose a mortal life.
Continue quoting Lord of the Years. You cannot give me this.
It is mine to give to who I will,
Her blush deepens, but she keeps eye contact with me.
like my heart.
I can feel my face heating up. Mayu's face is just as red.
Oh, I'm really glad you knew the quote.
Of course.
It's my favorite scene in the movie. It's so powerful.
You can tell the two characters care about each other so much, and want the best for one another regardless of their personal happiness. Mayu nods, then smiles warmly.
I'm glad I can talk about this stuff with you.
I match her smile. That's what I'm here for. Mayu looks back down again and shyly steps from one foot to the other.
So what do you think of my costume?
It's cute. Super adorable, of course. Mayu blushes.
You really mean that?
Of course. It looks like it took some time to put together.
Yes, it was a little hard to put on, but hearing you say you like it made the trouble worth it.
Anytime. She plays with the skirt, but looks pleased nonetheless. Let's go meet up with the rest of the group.
Sure.
Mayu beams and waits for me to lead the way. Once we've all reconvenced at the bar, we order our drinks and find an open table among the couches.
It's so unfair that I still can't have anything alcoholic.
Valerie pouts and puts an arm around Mayu.
Isn't that right?
Mayu speaks softly.
I don't want to drink even if I could.
Really? You have to at least try it once.
I feel Sho elbow my sides.
If she's this excitable normally, I wonder how she'd act when drunk.
I don't even want to imagine the trouble she'd get us all into. Sho laughs.
True that, Broseph.
Hey, enough with your private conversation. Let's play a game.
Yuna perks up.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Mayu nods excitedly. Even Kaori seems interested.
Okay, what game were you thinking, Valerie?
Well, in honor of Sho's cosplay of Yosuke.
Not Yosuke!
Mayu looks surprised.
Really? I thought you were Yosuke this whole time.
She slumps on the table. Sho slumps on the table.
Not you too, Mayu!
I'm sorry. It's just you portray him perfectly. With that outfit, I mean.
Wasn't Yosuke the comic relief?
And a pervert.
It's like someone copy and pasted a character and changed the name to Sho. The group nods. Sho groans.
You guys are killing me here.
Yuna looks at Valerie.
What game were you thinking about? The King's Game.
A King's game?
Mm-hmm. It's easy. We number chopsticks and give one of them a special symbol. Whoever picks the symbol is the king.
Oh, that sounds easy enough.
What can the king do? The better question is what the king can't do. He'll command one of the numbers to do something, and his order is absolute. Don't worry, it's a lot of fun.
Well, I guess it couldn't hurt to try it.
Everyone looks at Kaori in surprise. She's the last person we would expect to agree to a game like this. She blinks at us.
What? It's only us playing. I'm sure no one is going to make an unreasonable command.
Kaori glares at Sho.
Right?
Sho shifts uncomfortably.
Right!
Then it's settled.
Valerie grabs some chopstick and marks them with numbers, and then marks one of them with the color. She shuffles them on the table and holds them in her hand so the marks are covered.
Let the games begin.
My heart races in anticipation as we all grab a stick. I turn mine over and see the colored marking. Lucky! I watch as the rest of my friends turn their over. Kaori wears her best poker face. If I didn't already have the king's stick, I wouldn't know what she had in her hands. Sho's face is one of bitter disappointment. I wonder what he planned as king. Mayu breathes a sigh of relief. I guess she didn't want to be king. Valerie seems indifferent about her stick. She probably would be happy as either king or subject. Yuna looks around the table.
Who's the king?
I offer my glorious crown, chopstick.
Brosep's got it. What is your command, your majesty?
Let's think for a moment. I command number 3 to give me a massage. Number 3, I need a massage. As one, everyone stares at Mayu. She blushes under our collective gaze.
The king's orders are absolute.
Mayu shuffles her feet uncomfortably, then nods.
I guess I don't have a choice. Okay.
Her face scrunches with determination as she joins me on the couch. I turn around so my back is facing her. I can feel the presence of her hands hovering above my back.
So, do I just...
Soft hands touch my shoulders and gently begin rubbing them. I sigh contentedly as the tension slowly leaves my body with every movement of her hands. This is some professional grade relaxation I'm feeling.
like this?
I barely register her words through the bliss I'm feeling, and not slowly.
Wow, Mayu. How are you doing that? He's like pudding in your hands.
Oh, I used to work as a masseuse.
What? Really?
Not a licensed masseuse. I used to work part-time as an assistant.
You're incredible. Please teach me how to do it.
I can try, but I'm not really that good.
I could definitely get used to this. Mayu's cheeks redden. Her voice trails off.
Oh my gosh, she is just the cutest thing ever.
Mayu stops her massaging. Aww, over already?
Yep.
I should have specified the minutes in my commands. I was really enjoying that. The group notices my pout and starts laughing. And we played a few more rounds of the King's game, and Sho never once drew the colored stick. Watching his frustration as some of us became repeat kings was an endless source of amusement. I wonder if his luck is really that bad, or if a certain blonde was rigging the game for her own amusement. When it became late, we all said our goodbyes and headed out. I stifle a yawn as I enter the quiet house. Tiptoeing into my room, I quickly get ready for bed and fall asleep with a smile on my face. Best Halloween ever. The buzz of my alarm pulls me out of dream world and into reality. With a sleepy roll, I slap blindly at the sound. Just 5 more minutes. The buzzing doesn't cease, no matter how hard I slap on my clock. I blink open blurry eyes as 10:70 AM blinks back at me. Crap! I shoot straight up in bed. I'm late for class! I push the off button on my clock, but it doesn't stop the buzzing. Wait, my alarm doesn't buzz. Glancing over at my desk, my phone buzzes loudly on the wood. It's Valerie. She's probably wondering why I wasn't in class this morning. I hope she's calling to bring me notes. Hey, Valerie. Sorry I missed you in class today.
Class?
She sounds amused. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but my alarm didn't go off.
Probably because you didn't set it.
What?
It's reading week. We don't have classes, silly.
That explains a lot. If we don't have class, then why are you calling me?
Because unlike somebody, I've been hard at work and found something interesting about Eagle's core.
Really? What is it?
It's the secret to Eagle's maximum overdrive.
Wait, seriously? What does it say?
It says, come to the hangar right now.
No, it doesn't.
Only one way to find out. See you in a few.
It doesn't wait for me to respond before the line goes dead. Valerie? She's lucky my curiosity is stronger than my irritation. I get dressed and ready for the day. Just as I'm about to head out the door, my phone beeps. I pull up my phone, expecting another text from Valerie. Instead, I see an old alert. Call Mom today. Mom. My chest tightens as if a hand is holding my heart. Today was her birthday. Last year I was so busy at CINY But I completely forgot about Mom's birthday. I didn't give her a call until the next day, and even though she understood, I could tell she was disappointed. I created this alert right afterwards, so I'd never forget again. How could I have known that would be her last birthday? A spark of anger heats my blood. Mom and Dad really were the target of foul play. Somebody's going to pay for ripping them away from me. From Nikki. My phone beeps again. I opened up a message from Valerie telling me to hurry up. I need to find out what's going on with Eagle. Maybe that give me a hint as to what happened to Mom and Dad. I take a deep breath, then hop on my bike and hurry to school. When I arrive at the hangar, I head straight for Eagle. Valerie stares intently at the terminal, biting her lip in concentration. She glances at me as I approach and smiles.
I almost thought you weren't going to show up.
Here I am. She points to the terminal, fidgeting with excitement.
It took some time, but I finally figured it out.
You were able to reverse engineer the overdrive mode? Valerie nods. That's incredible. She grins proudly at my enthusiasm.
It took a little longer than I expected since the missing pieces were really hard to fill in. The full schematics are unlike anything I've seen before. I wasn't even able to find anything remotely similar while researching.
Her brows furrow in thought. Then she shakes her head, and her excited grin returns.
Anyway, I've tested the data in the simulator, and it worked flawlessly. Your core is calibrated to be able to use the overdrive mode on demand.
That's awesome.
I haven't had a chance to try it in actuality, though. As much as I'd love to hop in your cockpit, I'm not much of a pilot. So, I leave the test piloting to you.
I nod. Of course. You're amazing, Valerie. Her smile broadens.
Oh, I almost forgot.
She returns to the terminal. As her finger stands over the keyboard, another screen opens up. It's packed tightly with a lot of information, and the bottom has an open section to input a password.
I couldn't figure this out, and it looks like any sort of tampering will potentially wipe the data. What's weird about it is that all those lines are not really code that needs to be deciphered. They read more like references I don't understand. Since you build Eagle, I wondered if this might mean something to you.
I glance at the screen. It does read like a whole bunch of inside jokes meshed together. Some pieces seem familiar, but stewed together like that throws me off. I'm sure if I had time to sit down and concentrate, I could work through this. But right now I'd rather focus on the overdrive mode. Do you have all the data you need for the overdrive mode?
Yeah, which is why I almost forgot about this. I'm not sure what's hiding behind here.
No rush then? She smiles.
No rush. I do think we should book off some practice time in the arena and confirm the overdrive mode works though. I mean, theory is still theory.
I nod. I was thinking the same thing. Let's tell the team about this and see if we can get a practice session in before the match. I shoot off an urgent group text. As I wait for everyone to show up, I pull up the arena schedule on my phone. Is there any chance it won't be fully booked because it's reading week? To my surprise, the arena is completely open tomorrow. Talk about good luck. Kaori is the first one to arrive.
This better be important. Exams are next week, you know.
Trust me, you'll want to hear this. Kaori taps her foot impatiently.
Where is everybody else?
They're coming. A few minutes later, Sho and Mayu trickle in with Yuna tagging along.
Sorry if we're late.
Look who we found trying to break into the hangar.
Yuna's cheek flush.
I wasn't trying to break in. I was just about to text that I needed someone to let me in.
Sho grins.
Sure, that explains why you were pulling on the doors.
I was just testing to see if maybe they were unlocked.
Wait, Yuna, how did you get on campus so fast?
I was studying in the library when I got your text.
Speaking of which, can you finally tell us what's going on so we can all get back to studying?
I glance over at Valerie, who nods. Valerie found out how to activate Eagle's overdrive mode on demand.
Are you serious?
Cho's voice rings out above the team's collective exclamations of surprise. Valerie nods.
Yup. Sorry it took so long.
The fact that you managed to figure it out at all is really impressive.
Yeah, I don't think just anyone would have been able to.
Maybe.
Valerie answers modestly, but there's also a slight blush of color in her cheeks.
So, what exactly do you mean by overdrive mode can be activated on demand?
Well, initially the programming was set to a single run instance because it was in debug mode. I found a way to change the options of activation. That being said, it's calibrated and tested in simulation, but...
Valerie looks at me. We want to reserve the arena so we can live test it. Kaori nods.
That makes sense. We definitely want to get a handle of it before our next match on Thursday.
Why exactly do we have a match scheduled during reading week? Everyone stares blankly at me.
Why wouldn't we?
At CNY, everything was cancelled during reading week. Classes, clubs, everything. They really wanted us to focus on studying.
That must have been torture.
I don't think it's a terrible idea. That just means there are fewer distractions from studying.
I know. Torture!
Tell me about it. Seriously, I was so bored I found myself actually missing class. Joe pats my shoulder sympathetically.
I am so sorry.
Focus, guys!
Sorry.
Yuna seems thoughtful.
Since your match is on Thursday, that doesn't give you much time to practice. Isn't the arena already booked up this week?
Actually, it's completely open tomorrow. I was thinking we could head over around...
No! Are you crazy? We can't do that!
I blink at Show's outburst. Valerie looks just as confused as I am. But the rest of the team wears matching looks of horror.
What is up with those faces? You guys look like you've seen a ghost.
I mean, you're not too far off. The arena is haunted.
Valerie bursts out laughing and I let out a few chuckles. What are you talking about? We've used the arena plenty of times and we've been fine.
It's not always haunted, only tomorrow.
It's not haunted, you idiot!
I can always count on Kaori to be reasonable.
It's cursed!
Never mind. What?
How is it cursed?
It's the curse of Yori and Nori.
You too, Yuna?
Broseph, Yori and Nori are no joke. Haven't you heard the legend?
No.
What legend?
Joe takes on a serious tone.
Many years ago, there was a set of twin brothers, Yori and Nori, who attended ACE. They were fiercely competitive in the arena, and their matches were thrilling to watch. Yori was the older twin by a few seconds, and no matter how often they battled, he always took first rank. Nori hated being outmatched and overshadowed by his brother and trained harder than any other pilot at school. At the end of the season, the twins' highly anticipated match was just as exciting as ever, especially when Nori took the title of first rank from his brother.
I guess Nori's training finally paid off. Valerie raises an eyebrow.
Seriously? This is so cliché.
Joe gives her a look, but otherwise ignores her.
It was all anyone could talk about, but Yori was furious. He didn't think it was possible that his brother could surpass him. He accused his brother of cheating and continued to pester Nori until Nori couldn't take it anymore. They agreed to one final match, no holds barred, which would prove who was the better pilot once and for all. Obviously, the school would never allow no holds barred matches, so they set up a time after hours to meet in the arena.
Boring.
Just wait!
When they met in the ring, they readied their weapons like usual. Charging their laser guns, they waited for the signal. As soon as it sounded, they simultaneously unleashed their shot, which collided in a huge explosion.
That's not how explosions happen.
Trust me, it happened. I don't know how it did, but it did.
Mayu and Yuna nod along with Sho.
After the smoke cleared, standing in the middle of the arena were the twins' two gears.
Okay.
That's not the weird part. The weird part is that there was no trace of the brothers. Both the cockpits were completely empty.
Mayu shudders.
There weren't even ashes or anything.
Wait, let's go back a second to this explosion. How did the gears even survive that?
That's part of the mystery. They say that the brothers' spirits are trying to finish the battle to see who is the better pilot. and any pilot who dares get between them will suffer the consequences.
Valerie cocks her head to the side.
You guys really believe this stuff?
It's real. Ever since then, anyone who's used their gear on the anniversary of the brothers' battle has ended up with serious injuries.
Yeah, there was this kid whose gear malfunctioned and started moving on its own.
And the girl whose gear got stuck after it depowered, so she was trapped inside. They had to remove the whole front of her cockpit to get her out.
Those are just the reported ones. A lot of times what happens in the arena stays in the arena.
Valerie looks at me.
What do you think?
I got 99 problems, but a curse ain't one. I don't believe in ghosts or curses.
Then how do you explain all the bad things that have happened on that day?
I don't know. Coincidence?
The point is, we cannot be anywhere near our gears tomorrow. In fact, we should get out of Ace Academy altogether and go somewhere fun.
Valerie's dismissiveness shifts to intrigue.
Ooh, I like fun.
Where were you thinking? Sly grin spreads across Show's face as he whips out a handful of tickets.
The hot springs, of course.
How long have you been carrying those?
You don't want to know.
I raise an eyebrow.
Let's just say I've got these ready for next year, too.
That sounds like a whole lot of fan service.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Valerie squeals and starts playing with her hair.
I can't wait to go. The water's going to feel so good.
I could use a break from studying.
You should come, Yuna.
Yuna smiles.
Okay, you've convinced me.
Wow, that was easier than I thought.
What about you, Kaori?
Kaori frowns.
We don't have time for this. Don't you all have exams to study for?
We've got the whole week to study. Besides, even Mayu's going.
Mayu looks away as Kaori's gaze lands on her.
Are you going too?
Yeah, I'll study better once I've had a short break.
Come on, Kaori, live a little. If Mayu can go, then you can go. I mean, does anyone here study more than she does?
Mayu frowns.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that you're really smart.
Mayu smiles.
So, you coming, Kaori?
Kaori sighs.
Fine, but I'm coming back first thing the next morning, with or without you guys.
Yes, the gang's all going.
Since my day tomorrow is pretty much shot, I need to get as much studying done now as I can. I'll see you guys later.
Kaori hurries out. Actually, you should get some studying done too.
Me too.
Same here.
It's time for me to hit the books too.
Everyone pauses to stare at her.
What?
You study?
Of course. How else do you think I get straight A's?
Show's eyes widen.
You have straight A's?
Valerie laughs.
Don't sound so surprised.
Aw, if everyone else is going to study, then what am I supposed to do?
Study? Joe sighs.
I guess.
You'll be fine.
I guess. See you guys later.
He sighs deeply one last time before heading off. What are the odds that he'll actually study?
Slim to none.
Alright. Well, I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Everyone says their goodbyes and heads their separate ways. I find a quiet spot in the library and spend a few hours studying. Once the words started to blur on the page, I decided to take a break. I wonder if anyone else is ready for a break too. I wonder if Mayu's up to anything. As I'm debating whether or not to call her, a call comes in from her instead. Hey Mayu,
Hi.
what's up?
I wanted to see if you'd like to go to the bookstore with me again.
Sure. I finished reading the manga I got last time.
Me too. Actually, that's why I want to go back. I really liked it, and I want to get the second volume.
That's great. Are you ready to go now?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Sure. I'll meet you there. After hanging up, I go and get ready. I hop on my bike and drive to the bookstore. Since I'm the first to arrive, I decide to wait for Mayu inside. The same employee from before is at the counter and greets me warmly.
Hey, good to see you again. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Is Mayu not coming today?
She is. We're coming separately.
Oh.
I'm really surprised he remembers me, considering I've only been here one other time. An employee smiles at me. She has flawless skin and legs that go on for days. Then again, the store is atypical in basically every other way, so maybe I shouldn't be surprised. The door chimes Mayu's arrival. She waves at me.
I hope you weren't waiting long.
Nope, not at all. Let's go find your book. She nods, and we head off into the shelves. I browse for anything interesting while Mayu goes straight for the series she wants. After making my selection, Mayu is still browsing the shelves. Did you find what you're looking for?
Yeah, but then I also saw this manga, which I think is interesting. Or maybe this one?
She trails off, lost in thought, holding an adventure series and a romance series.
Which do you think I should get?
Why not both? Why don't you get both?
I don't want to get too many at once. I like to get more as I finish reading.
Well, get whichever interests you more. She stares hard in concentration.
I'll just be another couple of minutes.
Okay, I'll meet you up front then.
Okay.
When I return to the checkout counter, the clerk rings me up.
Did Mayu like the manga she got?
Yup. She liked it so much she let me borrow it so I could read it too. He seems intrigued.
Did you like it?
It wasn't bad.
What did you think of the fanfic?
I blink. What fanfic? Seems surprised.
You don't know the fanfic?
Where can I find it? The first clerk takes a tablet out from behind the desk and pulls out the webpage.
Here you go.
I skim through the chapter note on the top of the page. The main character gives up her musical career and returns to her hometown to take care of her mother. She struggles to adapt to her new life, but is reunited with a childhood friend. So far, this is staying true to the manga. Her childhood friend introduces her to a new guy in town, who also is a musician. After a few months of hanging out, she realizes she is developing feelings for him. He grins at me and the heat flows in my face. I quickly look away. What is going on? I've seen that same smile a million times before. It doesn't mean anything. Except that it means everything. Knowing that his attention is on me, no one else makes my heart beat faster. There's an electricity swelling and current around us, making the air thick. Do you think we should invite the others? He asks. And my heart sinks. Why am I disappointed? After all, we're only friends. I shake my head to clear my thoughts and he frowns in worry. We don't have to invite them if you don't want. I don't want to. I want to smile and tell him it'd be nice to spend time with just the two of us. No, we should. I think they'd all enjoy it too. Why did I say that? He flashes me another warm smile and my knees go weak. Oh, of course, that's why.
Hey guys,
I glance up as Mayu puts her books down.
what are you reading?
Oh, just a fanfic.
I didn't know you like fan fiction. Is it good?
Yeah. I've only read a little bit, but I'm already starting to get invested in the characters. I want to learn more. I'll probably finish reading it later.
Really?
Here, let me read you a section. He grins at me and the heat flows in my face. I quickly look away. What is going on? I've seen that same smile a million times before. It doesn't mean anything. Except that it means everything. Knowing that his attention is on me, no one else makes my heart beat faster. There's an electricity swelling and currents around us, making the air thick. Mayu's face drains of color, then turns bright red. I pause. You read this before? The store clerk begins laughing as Mayu's blush deepens. I look from one to the other. This is strange. What's going on?
Well, actually...
She looks away. seemingly too embarrassed to finish.
She wrote it.
What?
Yeah, Mayu shared it with me, which is why I was surprised you hadn't read it yet.
My eyes widen. You're full of surprises. I'm so lucky to have such a talented girlfriend. She smiles.
Do you really think it's good?
Definitely. I can't wait to read more. Have you written anything else? You seem shy.
The only other ones I've written, I haven't posted.
You should post it. I bet they're just as good.
I agree. You've got a gift.
Maybe.
We continue to chat about Maya's writing. The clerk gives her a discount on her purchases, which Maya is thrilled about. After promising to return soon, I offer Maya a ride back to campus.
Thank you for coming with me today.
No problem. I'll be looking out for your next chapter. She blushes.
Please don't tell the others though. I'm not sure they'd understand.
Your secret is safe with me. She smiles in appreciation, and an idea pops into my head. In fact, maybe I can help you with some new source material for your writing. She blinks and furrows her brow in confusion.
What do you mean?
Here's an example. I scoop her into my arms, and feeling bold, I plant a long kiss on her lips. At first she's surprised, but it doesn't take long before she melts into the kiss. I gently pull away, and her cheeks are flushed. She glances away but smiles.
Thanks. That will help a lot.
I grin. Let me know if you need any more help researching. She blushes deeply but nods.
I better get back.
See you soon. She smiles and waves goodbye. Who knew Mayu was so creative? Not only does she play an instrument, but she also writes. I wonder if she can draw too. Mulling over the thought, I head out.